Kuwana fugwa kwangu wafiki. Kuwana fugwa kwangu wafiki. Nimini kupenda na wewe. Moja kupenda. Peace from above. Peace from above. Peace from above. Hey, how y'all doing? Glad you're back. Let us get on into it. First book of Moses, Genesis, chapter 18. Let us begin. Then the God appeared to him by the terrible trees of Mamre, as he was sitting in the tent door in the heat of the day. So he lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, 3 men were standing by him. And when he saw them, he ran from the tent door to meet them and bowed himself to the ground. And he said, My Lord, if I have now found favor in your sight, do not pass on by your servant. Please let a little water be brought, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And I will bring a morsel of bread, that you may refresh your hearts. After that you may pass by, inasmuch as you have come to your servant. They said, Do as you have said. So Abraham hurried into the tent to Sarah, and said, Quickly make ready 3 measures of the meal, of fine meal, knead it, and make cakes. And Abraham ran to the herd, took a tender and good calf, gave it to a young man, and he hastened to prepare it. So he took butter and milk and the calf which he had prepared, and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree as they ate. Then they said to him, Where is Sarah, your wife? So he said, Here, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return to you according to the time of life, and behold, Sarah, your wife, shall have a son. Sarah was listening in the tent door which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in age, and Sarah had passed the age of childbearing. Therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, After I have grown old, shall I have pleasure? My Lord being old also. And the God said to Abraham, Why did Sarah laugh, saying, Shall I surely bear a child since I am old? Is anything too hard for thee, God? At the appointed time I will return to you according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. But Sarah denied it, saying, I did not laugh, for she was afraid. And he said, No, but you did laugh. Then the men rose from there and looked toward Sodom. And Abraham went with them to send them on the way. And the God said, Shall I hide from Abraham? What am I doing? Since Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I have known him in order that he may command his children and his household after him, that they keep the way of the God, to do righteousness and justice, that the God may bring to Abraham what he has spoken to him. And the God said, Because the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grave, I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the outcry against it that has come to me, and if not, I will know. Then the men turned away from there and went toward Sodom, but Abraham still stood before the God. And Abraham came near and said, Would you also destroy the righteousness with the wicked? Suppose there were 50 righteous within the city. Would you also destroy the place and not spare it for the 50 righteous that were in it? Far be it from you to do such a thing as this, to slay the righteous with the wicked, so that the righteous should be as the wicked. Far be it from you. Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? So the God said, If I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. Then Abraham answered and said, Indeed now, Indeed now, I who am but dust, and ashes have taken it upon myself to speak to thee, God. Suppose there were 5 less than the 50 righteous. Would you destroy all the city for lack of the 5? So he said, if I find there 45, I will not destroy it. And he spoke to him yet again and said, suppose there should be 40 found there. So he said, I will not do it for the sake of 40. Then he said, let not the God be angry, and I will speak. Suppose 30 should be found there. So he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there. And he said, indeed now, I have taken it upon myself to speak to the God. Suppose 20 should be found there. So he said, I will not destroy it for the sake of 20. Then he said, let not the God be angry, and I will speak but once more. Suppose 10 should be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for the sake of 10. So the God went his way as soon as he had finished speaking with Abraham, and Abraham returned to his place. Now, I know some of y'all like, wait a minute, Lord here, Master there. Yeah, I said Lord when he was talking. When he was talking to the guys, that's when he said Lord, and that's what I acknowledged, the terminology Lord. But when he was talking to the God, that's it. That's it. Say one more time. Anybody that didn't read the book? No one has read the book of life. I'm just now learning how to read it. So anybody, those who've read the Bible, know that no man has ever said to another man, God. No man. They call each other lords, masters, and kings. Or slave. But never God. Anyhow, did you see that? Did you really see that? Did you hear it? Did you listen? Abraham questioned God. You can too. He ain't mad at you for using your brain. Why do you think he breathed through the nostrils? He breathed through the nostrils, so the first thing came to life was the brain. The brain, central control. This that tells me everything else what to do. And nothing tells this what to do. This tells everything else what to do. Bam. Because like I was saying back when I first started. But anyway, neither here nor there. Me, have the power of Abraham. I can go to God and talk to God like God is who he is, God. But I'm going to give him honor and respect. Notice how he said, Father, if I may. You see what I'm saying? He didn't, yo, man, what about... One more time. Come on, man. He is not mad when you talk to him. He's mad when you don't talk to him. You mean how do you talk to God? Excuse me? Find you a quiet place, like he said. Find you a quiet place. Lift your head to the sky and talk. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. Doesn't matter. Look up. Don't look down. You know what's down. Satan is down there. Do you really want him to answer your prayers? Really? Really? While they're teaching you to look down and pray and ask for prayers. Ask for prayers. Really? You want to look down. You really want him to answer you? Not me. I look up to where my God, the God of gods, exists. And talk to him. He talks to me. That's what I'm doing, what I do. Right today, for the sake of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, whose begotten son, Imanuel, God with us, King of the Jews, J-U. If you're going to get correct, because Jews study Judaism, J-U-D-I-S-M, Judaism, but how they come up with J-E-W, because they're not the real ones. And it's not a Jew anyway, it's a you. You. Anyway, going too far. Abraham. Sarah. Abram. Sarai. I enjoyed y'all. Thank you. Appreciate you. Know that if your bloodline is the bloodline of Abraham, you got a direct connect. What are you afraid of? But then again, you respect, not fear. The God of God does not want you to fear him. Respect him. Just like you. I know I don't want nobody to fear me, man. Don't be afraid of me, but respect me. Because I'm going to give you the utmost respect. I'm from the true old school. I do not demand respect. I demand of myself. The very first time I see somebody, meet somebody, I put forth every effort to give them their respect from the gate. Give it to them first. I don't demand it. I'm going to give it. Bam. And what you give, you get back. And if you can't disrespect me because I would, you go on about my business, baby. Go on, brush it off. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, asante sana. Moja kupenda. Mimi nikupenda way. Peace from above. Peace from above. Peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel, God with us.